something that I would like to mention concerning the concept of hell. I find it very interesting that you have a lot of black people who believe in this concept of hell, and they fail to realize that hell is not a real place. And this is going to get a lot of people mad. But do not take my word for it. First and foremost, everything that I'm saying, you could do your research for yourself as well. But something that I would like to make known to you is that hell is not a real place. As a matter of fact, hell is not even mentioned in the Bible. I'm going to say it again. Hell is not mentioned in the Bible. From the beginning to the end, hell is not mentioned in the Bible. There is nowhere in the Old Testament where you even see an ounce of the concept of hell. Not even an ounce. Not even the Apocrypha, I think that's what you call it. But you don't see an ounce of the concept of hell. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. There's no concept of hell. He didn't say the heavens, the hells, and the earth. But the concept of what we consider hell is actually the earth. It's the physical realm, the underworld. The heavens is what we let me put it this way. Hell, in co-signing to the concept of heaven and where we're trying to get back to, coming to earth is what we call the underworld. The actual quote-unquote world in which we're supposed to be trying to aim to be at is what others call nirvana, what others call heaven, and what we call the afterlife, the egungun, as the West African people will call it, or the people in the Igbo culture will call it. So the underworld, Hades, this is the particular plane that we would call Hades or the underworld. Hell is the physical realm, all right, because we are placed in a shell, we are placed in a physical body. So this is the world in which we live in today. Hell is a condition, it's a state of the mind, and it's also a state of being. You have a lot of people who will say it's cold as hell, or it's hot as hell, or I'm broke as hell, or I'm rich as hell, or she fine as hell. Hell, we have used hell in a way in which we can describe things, but nonetheless, I feel like there's a deeper aspect to this. I feel like that when we use this perception of hell, and when we're using it in sentences, that subconsciously we are co-signing to the thought process of hell being a condition. But getting back to what I was saying, that there is no mention of hell in the Bible. Every time that you see at least close to the perception of hell in the Old Testament, you're just dealing with Sheol. Sheol is the perception of the underworld or the afterlife for the Hebrews. In most references, it's just describing the dead or the grave. Something that we should also keep in mind, like I was saying before, there's nowhere in the Bible from the beginning to the end, not with Adam, not with Cain, not with the prophets, there is no mention of, if you do not turn away from your wicked ways, you're going to hell. There's just no there's no talk like that in the Bible. Most of the references in terms of torment is the physical world, where if you do not turn away from your wicked ways, ye shall surely die. If you do not turn away from your wicked ways, then you are going to be in captivity of another set of people. If you do not turn away from your wicked ways, your offsprings in the generation to come will suffer. Just things like that. So it's all dealing with the physical realm. It's dealing with the physical plane. It's not dealing with your actual afterlife. But let's break this down, because there might be some people who may be listening, and they'll be like, well, I don't believe you, because there's so many references in the New Testament where Jesus was referencing hell. Now, mind you, right, the King James Bible is one of the most, if not the most, inaccurate translation of the biblical scripts, you could say. When you look at the Bible and the way that they translated the word hell, it doesn't even mean hell. Most of the time where it's referencing hell in the New Testament, it's talking about Gehenna. But aside from Gehenna, is mostly in reference to Sheol, or it's in reference to Tartarus. But other than that, most of the time it's in reference to Gehenna in the New Testament. And the reason for that is because Gehenna was a valley of fire, literally. During their time, according to the mythology here, Israel considered Gehenna the valley of fire. It was basically a trash dump in Jerusalem. And there are certain references in the Old Testament that talk about the very valley, where there were quote unquote pagans that would burn other people in that particular valley. And so Jesus used this reference to talk about the destruction of a sinful lifestyle, but he was not talking about a physical realm in the afterlife. He wasn't talking about a realm that people would suffer and be tormented from in the afterlife. There's certain references in the Bible, for an example, like Matthew chapter 5 verse 30, where Jesus talks about if your right hand causes you to stumble, it's better for you to lose your right hand than for you to lose your whole body in the fires of hell, right? And this is not talking about a physical realm, but it's talking about the destruction of a sinful lifestyle. If your right hand causes you to sin, then it's better for you to lose that right hand. And as we all should know, he's speaking in allegory. He's not talking about for you to literally cut off your right hand. He's talking about certain things in your life. If there are certain things in your life that are causing you to stumble, it's better for you to get rid of those things than for you to contribute your life to that, and it causes your whole life to be in shatters, you know. But some people just do not know how to interpret what Jesus is saying, because these allegories are for a certain mind of people.